Hi, I'm Witt from Taylor Guitars, and I'm here in Houston at Fuller's Vintage Guitar. Today I want to talk to you about some of the body shapes of the Taylors, and the one I'm holding is a Grand Symphony. A Grand Symphony is any guitar in the Taylor line that begins with a GS or ends with a 16. 416, 516, those are all Grand Symphonies. Now this is the newest shape in the Taylor line. It came out in I think 2008, and what it is a slight departure from our Grand Auditorium, which is the 14 series, anything that ends in a 14. I call it a slight departure because it's similar in shape with a few modifications. We took the lower bout and we moved it out ever so slightly. And the waist, which is this pinched in area right here, we moved that forward just a little bit. And what that created was about 3/4 of an inch more space around the edge of the guitar. So what I mean is if you take the binding off the guitar and you stretch it out on a line, it's going to be about 3/4 of an inch longer than our Grand Auditorium. So it's ever so slightly bigger, but what you get is a lot more low end. We call this our big, bold strummer because it's a really loud, full-sounding guitar. If you love the Grand Auditorium or anything that ends with a 14, but you want it to sound just a little bit bigger, you want just a little bit more, this is the guitar for that. Now in some of your playing situations, you have to be the entire band. If you're a singer-songwriter or you're doing chord melody, instrumental guitar stuff, you have to be the entire band. You have to be the low end, you have to be the top end, you have to cover all those frequencies. This guitar has a big, wide sound, a nice full sound, and especially if you're playing in an environment when you're unmiked or unamplified, this is a great guitar for that. It's the big, bold strummer, Grand Symphony. And this particular one I'm holding is a pretty amazing koa. Koa top, koa back and sides. So this is going to have its own special sauce on it, not just visually, but it brings to you all the sonic pleasure that koa brings, right? This is just an example of the kind of guitars that you'll find at Fuller's. So between 100 to 150 Taylors on the wall on any day of the week, this is a place to call. If you want something special, or if you want a standard Grand Symphony or any other Taylor guitar, check out fullersguitar.com or call anybody here. We'll see you next time.